What's going on, people? My name is Alam. Welcome to another In Motion Football Watch Along. Today, we got Bills and Dolphins. I'm checking into the game a little bit late. It appears that I turned this TV on perfectly in time to see a Tua turnover. I did not see the original play. I just see Tua leaving the field and the Bills celebrating a turnover. Let's see what the hell happened here. Okay, Tua looks left. Receiver not on the same page, gets tipped in the air, and it's an interception for the Bills. Bills looks like a linebacker, 46. Who is that? Who's that receiver? He's not getting the ball again. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Shout out my guy Peter. We'll be here at some point. Run up the likes, people, like he says. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Very important forms of engagement for the growth of a YouTube channel. First play, Bills look to take advantage of a short field. Toss the ball left to Kincaid. What's up? I'm at the New York Yankees versus Boston Red Sox in New York. You're in New York? Okay, you're on a little world tour, I see. Went from Indiana to New York. Are you in New York for bro, I think I put it in the Instagram. Yeah. In the NFL Watchalongs chat on Instagram, bro. Go find it, Peter. What the hell are you in New York for? Is it just this? Let me get this scoreboard up. Extra camera, hell no. Oh, it's just for family. Okay. Well, enjoy your travels, man. Screen pass to Kincaid. Jordan Poyer tried to force a fumble. First matchup of these two teams since Jordan Poyer made the switch over. Always interesting to see how much a player can help the new team figure things out. Jordan Poyer was obviously a big part of specifically that defensive scheme for years and years and years. Damn, Kincaid got need right in the face mask. Yes, 100%. Very excited. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think we're gonna score a lot of points. Also, primetime Kirk Cousins. Again, that's the thing I went to see. I went to see Kirk Cousins turnovers, and I think I'm gonna see it. Great opportunity for the pass rush. That's definitely needed. The pass rush has to get home. Am I lagging? I feel like it looks laggy. All right, hopefully this camera can figure itself out. Oh, yes, exactly. I do get to see Barkley. That is a key point. Damn, a handoff to Ty Johnson of all people on 3rd and 2. Short yardage, key down. And we're handing it to running backs. Fair enough. Fourth and 3, and they're going for it. So Miami gets an opportunity to right their wrongs and get this ball back. Big snap from Miami. Curtis Samuel motions behind Josh Allen, and they take a timeout. That looks about right. That looks like a mess. All right, one second. Let me try something. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like my whole setup is like laggy and slow today. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's different today. And I'm stuck here because I'm trying to get my camera back on. StreamYard, what the hell, man? Damn, now my whole browser decided to play games. Anyway, big 4th down here. Samuel motions back into that formation, and they toss it to James Cook, who has a bunch of open space and seemingly has a touchdown. So on fourth down, a pretty cool little play design here gets James Cook in a lot of open space and into the end zone for a touchdown. I'm interested in seeing a replay here to see how they schemed him up so open. Man coverage, and the Dolphins defender had to navigate a crowd of people in that part of the field. Wasn't able to do it. James Cook got wide the fuck open. So the early turnover. Yo, Peter, my whole StreamYard just like froze. Like I'm pretty sure the audio is still fine, but like my camera and my browser are just tripping. So like ASAP as possible, I'll get you on the stream. But shit, man, quick turnover for Miami. They pay for it immediately. You hate to see it. Yeah, the audio works fine, but bro, like I see the new comments on my phone. I don't see anything on my browser. Let me try to figure out a way around this. This happens like once a stream, bro. I need to upgrade the laptop or something. Even the screen that I'm sharing to show the score, even that's updating. Hella technical difficulties going on. But shout out to everybody watching right now. If there's any games you want to hear previewed for this upcoming week, make sure to put that in the chat. We'll definitely be able to talk through any games you guys are interested in. I think a few of them suck, so hopefully you guys don't bring those ones up, but there's a few interesting ones. We got the two big AFC matchups where somebody's got to go 0-2. We have a interesting Sunday night matchup. We have a good 4 o'clock game with Cincinnati, Kansas City. What's the biggest 1 o'clock game? Probably New Orleans, Dallas, but the 1 o'clock games very much it depends on if you're a fan of these teams. If you're a neutral, it probably won't be it. But yeah, we're gonna figure this computer issue out. But I think the audio is still good. The game's about to start again. We got a kickoff from Buffalo, right through the back of the end zone. Who does Miami have returning the kicks? It looks like Barrios, and I can't tell who the second person is. But Tua gets his second chance. It's about damn time it finally figured itself out. Damn near missed every single time Miami had the ball. I don't know if you're still there, but I'm
No, I'm still
out
here.
of the trenches finally.
Dog, this entire time, I fucking finished putting dinner together and did the dishes.
Yo, it sounds like I did you like a solid.
No, well, I would have done that anyways.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I would have just done it. But yeah, I got some Trader Joe's orange chicken.
Okay, okay.
We got orange chicken sitting on some rice, and we got potatoes with Brussels sprouts,
Yeah.
and I got an 805 right here.
That's awesome. I think, we always are looking for a second thing to do during
Mhm.
these streams because the game doesn't always deliver. I'm down to make it a food channel, football and food.
Now, but like, I don't know if you know this, but I live with my girl now.
Oh, okay.
So like, it wasn't on some let's make some food so the 10 viewers can look at what I'm eating. It was more so my girl's been at work all day, and she specifically tasked me with making dinner today because she had like an afternoon meeting she knew was going to be pretty tough.
Okay. So it was important for you to deliver then.
Yeah, it was more like matters of survival. So at
Hell
least
yeah.
now
Okay.
when she walks in, she'll be less annoyed that I'm on a stream when she opens the fridge and sees all the food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It gives her, an activity for while you're on the stream.
Yeah.
It's not just like, yo, why is that guy talking to 10 random people on the internet?
Yep.
No, makes sense. Makes sense.
So yeah, man, I'm good. Life is good. This game is actually kind of funny.
Yep. I
And
love games with I love games with no punts, either scores or turnovers. Let's get it.
yep, need that. I always love when guys win 46 to interceptions. That's
Yep.
lit.
Yep.
Also, this
Yep.
could just be me doing like nigga facts, but
Got it.
have the Dolphins not beat the Bills in like the last 5 years? Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the record, like the last run, it's like 1-8 or something.
It's something nasty,
It's
right?
something really nasty. They ask them about it every time, and then like the Dolphin players have to come up with all of the like correct things to say, like, man, it's not going to change until we change it. Last year's last year, all those kind of quotes.
Yeah. There's even a playoff game in there, huh?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They started that random white guy.
Yep.
I
And then
remember
I'm
that.
trying to think. I think oh yeah, Skylar Thompson. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Low key, that game was closer than it should have been. But yeah, Buffalo still got the W.
That game was too funny, man. But yeah, I also didn't realize my old roommate's Prime Video account is
Yeah.
still logged in on my TV.
Oh, that's awesome.
I used
How
to
long?
always illegally stream this game because I assumed I didn't have a Prime account.
Yeah.
And then I saw Prime was installed on the TV, so here we are.
How long ago did you move?
At the end of July, so like 6 weeks now. So we live in like, imagine 2 shipping containers welded together to make like a giant 1-bedroom home. That's what we live in.
So you're in like a bunker.
No, we're above ground.
Okay, hell yeah, above ground.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So, yeah, no, we're above ground. But yeah,
Oh shit, those are some pretty great windows too. Lots of daylight.
there's lots of light. It sucked when it was like 100 degrees last week
Mm.
because it was lots of heat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we got AC, so I'm chilling.
Oh, you're living good then. You're living good.
Oh, it's way better than my other place. My other place, when it got hot, it just stayed hot for like 3 weeks after, bro.
It's like the opposite of the Michael Irvin quote when he's like, "When it was cold, we was cold." It's like when it was
Pretty
hot,
much. So,
we was hot.
my window faced east, so I got hella heat in the morning.
Josh Allen, what the hell?
And then our living room obviously the windows face west. So in the afternoon, when it was the long days, our living room would just get heated up.
Yeah.
And we were on the second floor of an old apartment complex with poor insulation. So all the heat would just rise and sit there.
Right.
So it'd be like 85 outside, and in our apartment, it'd be like 88. It was shit like that. And then we had no AC there as well. That was the main problem. Yo, this is going to sound messed up.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that DeMar Hamlin was actually like getting snaps now.
Yeah, because they lost both their safeties, I think. So he has to start now.
Okay. Well, like that wasn't plan A, right? Ever.
I'm trying to think because I don't know if Micah Hyde left or if he's just hurt. I'm gonna check right now.
Because it was Poirier and Hyde, right?
It was them two, and then they lost the Poirier guy to Miami, and they signed a replacement for him. But okay, let me see. Where the hell is Micah Hyde? Micah Hyde is a free agent, so no, Hamlin is the starter, and that's just the plan.
Oh, okay.
Now, that guy's had a hell of a journey, man. From like not alive to starter. Was that?
We were on the stream when he died.
Yep. No, he went from not alive to starter. That's a crazy career arc.
In like less than 2 years. That's pretty nuts. Good for him, though.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's got like, I think he was at the Michael Rubin all-white party and like probably the most random guy there, but at the same time, like not the most random guy there.
Yeah.
So he must have some cool opportunities to do stuff outside of football. He's got his career back on track. Like he's got something that he'll be able to write a book about and do a movie for forever. So yeah, things will work themselves out.
I don't think I would have come back to football if I was him.
Honestly, I feel like if I was him, like I might want to get back on a field just to say I did it. But like the motivation to really like just deal with how rough that is, you know, to your health when you have so many other opportunities, I think it would be like just me, the kind of person I am, it would be tough.
Yeah.
Like all these, like every now and then you'll hear about a football player that comes from like a family of like lawyers and doctors and stuff. And it's like, I don't know why you had to do this, but knock yourself out.
Yeah, like why are you here?
Actually. Like when Josh Rosen got drafted and I heard about how much money like his parents had, I was like, that guy is probably not going to play if he gets concussed like twice.
See, I knew that guy stunk though from day one.
Where did he play?
Josh Rosen, I think UCLA.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I remember him being a West Coast player.
I think UCLA, and then he went to the Cardinals, right?
Yep.
And they sucked so bad they drafted Kyler.
Yeah, they sucked so bad with Rosen. They had the number 1 overall pick, and then people lied to themselves, including the GM, that they were going to stick with Rosen.
I just remember like watching that draft and thinking like, watching the 2018 draft?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was, 2017 or 2018, right?
Yeah.
No, it was 2017.
I think it was. So hold on. That's Lamar and Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, whatever draft that is. Is that 2018 or
2018? Because the Eagles were picking 32 and traded the pick to you for Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Yeah, watch the 2018 draft again. Like,
yeah.
Because I remember at the time, like, who's going to draft Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think it was going to be us until we traded for that pick. But watching all those teams pass on him for, like, Sam Darnold and, like, Josh Rosen.
100%.
Like Josh Allen at the time. But I was like, he's like white Cam Newton. I could see why they'd want to draft him.
Yep.
Yeah, like Darnold and Rosen, I was like, damn, like, these guys really don't think Lamar's going to be good? That's crazy.
Yeah, the way they treated Lamar in that draft was always wild. Because...
Oh, my God, you're about to see it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm at 51 seconds, so I haven't seen this play. Oh shit. Yeah, that was a dime to the Bills player. God damn it, too.
Scorer wearing 47?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Bills are giving their numbers to all the wrong players.
Interesting. Okay, well, Bills ball, 2-second pick. Here we go.
So he's now. Oh, that was Robbie Anderson / Chosen Anderson / Robbie Chosen.
Robbie Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Well, that's 2 picks now. Tua throwing to random guys. I guess this is what he gets for throwing to random guys.
Fuck it, man. At least the first one got deflected by like a guy making a play on the ball.
Whoever the random guy was, yeah.
Yeah. That one hit a Bills player in the numbers.
Yep. Yeah, I think like the first one, him and the receiver weren't on the same page. It hit the receiver in the shoulder because he turned to look for the ball late. This one, it looks like either the receiver ran the wrong route or Tua didn't know. So Dolphins just look like they're playing week 1 football in week 2, and week 1 was just 4 days ago. So that kind of makes sense.
Week 1 is back, baby.
Yeah. We were just talking about this though, like these high stakes divisional matchups this early in the year. It's tough because they're gonna get decided by shit like this.
Yeah.
Week 1 is very about like, hey, step 1, don't beat yourself. Second, like step 2, beat the other team.
Step 1, just stay out of your own way.
Yep.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
As a coach in general, right?
Yep.
Would you rather turn the ball over the most in the league, but also force the most turnovers?
Okay.
Or turn the ball over the least and force the least turnovers? I think I'm picking the second one. I'm definitely picking the second one, actually.
So I think if you opt for the high turnovers, high takeaways, you're never gonna play games with control. Like they're just gonna be chaotic games, which is like not to say that's good or bad. Just the nature of the games will be chaotic.
That's why I'm picking against it.
What's that?
That's why I'm not picking that.
Yeah, if you don't get the turnovers, but you don't like, you can still control games by keeping the ball. And I would definitely opt for that choice in terms of like being somebody who wants to strategize through games, walk into games with a game plan. Whatever your game plan is, if the game is just filled with turnovers, your game plan goes out the window.
Let me actually look this up to get like a proper reference of like what those numbers would look like.
Yeah, because like least turnovers in the league, like you could still maybe get like what, like 15 turnovers or something. I wonder what the least takeaways in the league is any given year.
Okay, so Cleveland had 37 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's the most.
Yeah.
And fuck, this is stat muse. I got to make it a count. I don't want to do that.
Stat muse.
So no, how do you sort by? I don't want turnovers for and against, you fucks. I just want turnovers against.
So hold on. You said Cleveland led the league in turnovers. Who was the best, like most efficient with the ball?
I'm trying to find like a place where I could find all this shit.
They have a lot of options for stats nowadays, man. It's always tough when you're looking for something, you just can't find the right one. They got some obscure stats out there, man. Some of the weirdest shit you can find so easily. 2nd and 8 for Buffalo. Josh Allen pumps, finds some space, and gets about 3 or 4 yards. So we got a big 3rd down here. Miami had a chance to get off the field last drive after.
The Houston Texans had the fewest last year with 14, and the Browns had the most with 37.
Okay, 14 giveaways, less than 1 a game. And then I wonder what the least amount of takeaways is. Because to be honest, like the least amount of takeaways, there must be somebody with like 11 or 12. Damn. Miami's second chance.
But the Giants had the most. The Giants and the Ravens had the most with 31.
Yeah.
The Giants having the most takeaways and still only winning like 6 games is mad funny.
Actually, that's crazy. I'm actually shocked that they're up there. That organization's, that's a crazy mess. All right, 1st down for Buffalo at the 28, handoff to James Cook. And there's turned -2 into +2.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey is pissed.
The Panthers had 11 turnovers last year, or 11 takeaways.
Okay, so if you could get 11 takeaways and roughly 16 giveaways,
14 and 11, so you'd be -3.
Yeah.
Or the Giants at 31 and 37 is the Browns, right?
Jeez. Okay, so that's still what that's -6.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, you get the better differential.
Yeah, I think in general, I would try and minimize the effect of turnovers as much as possible in the hypothetical.
Oh yeah. So it looks like wasn't bad coverage. It's not necessarily the kind of receiver you want to throw 50-50 pass to. I don't really know what Josh Allen was looking for there on 2nd down. You got 3rd and 7 here from the 25. Miami has not come up on these big downs here, but they forced to stop here, 4th and 7. So Buffalo's going to have to kick a field goal and potentially only have a 3-point lead after those 2 picks and those 2 opportunities to start with the ball in Dolphins territory. So, the way Miami's offense goes, they're 1 play away from having a lead after this horrible start.
I mean, yeah, they turned it over twice, gave up 10 points, but they're still like in the game.
Yep. Man, I want to see it. Let's get to halftime. No punts.
No way.
All right, that's what I'm cheering for. I don't know if you saw the clip, but I saw a clip of Gerald McCoy was on LaShawn McCoy and Deshaun Jackson's podcast, and he was talking about Jameis Winston. And
what happened?
Nah, they talked about, the Eat a W speech, right?
Sure.
Jameis Winston's just licking his fingers while they're like making a W, and he just talks about eating a W, and you see all like what the hell's. So yeah, they're talking about that, and they're just like, yeah, man, Jameis, like, we like him, but he's just a corny dude, and like sometimes he would have these pregame speeches where it just leaves you like, what the hell is going on? And they were talking about how before that game, like, in the locker room, before he does the Eat a W thing, he was in the locker room trying to get guys like hyped and stuff. He's like, man, sometimes you just gotta like, it's one of those games where you just gotta like take it out and show them who's bigger. And the whole locker room was like, hey, yo. And they're just like, yeah, just before that game, we knew we had no chance, because like both of his hype speeches just had everybody like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So yeah, Jameis Winston, man, hilarious guy. I need to see him get that Brown starting job.
There's no way.
Again, another thing I'm cheering for. Like no punts by halftime and Jameis getting the starting job. Also, I think it's wild that they signed Tyler Huntley just to cut him. Like it
Yeah,
never.
why is he not our backup anymore?
I don't know why he's on the practice squad. Like I can't track what happened with his offseason. Like it never made sense for the Browns to sign 4 quarterbacks, assuming they liked the guy that they drafted a couple years ago. So and they kept him. I never really understood what was the point of having Jameis and Huntley. And like obviously it made sense. Like Huntley's better than being a third stringer, but now he's on the Ravens practice squad and is a third stringer now. I just don't understand it at all. But I think if
he's on the practice squad again,
yeah,
bro, because the Ravens didn't want to lose him in free agency.
Yeah,
I think he didn't. I don't think he would have known that they were going to go get Jameis. I think he was looking at that thinking, oh, well, Watson sucks, so I'll get some time.
yeah,
Which, like, might be true, to be fair.
yeah.
But if Jameis is there, he will get the time.
Yeah. No, Jameis signed like the much bigger contract. So that was already set that Jameis was number 2.
Yeah.
Joe says, you guys talked about the Shannon Sharp incident. Is that being safe for halftime? The thing is, though, is like legitimately, like honestly, truthfully, like what is there to talk about?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it, but like I think I know what was happening there. But like, what are we supposed to like? What difference in opinion could there be there to even make good conversation?
Like
other than Shannon Sharp's a wild boy.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp's a wild boy. I think the only thing is like, was that a work? Like, was that on purpose or was that actually an accident?
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't even matter.
It really doesn't matter. Like it works either way. And like conveniently, like his nightcap show has just gotten like raunchier and raunchier, and they have like a dick pill sponsorship now. So like it's completely on brand. And they went live they went live like 7-8 hours later and just cracked jokes about it the whole time. Like, I mean, it's either a really well executed rollout or like attention seeking thing, or it was a happy accident that really worked out. I think I'm hearing a lot of people comment on it, like, and I could tell that they've heard the whole video by the way they're commenting. And as somebody who hasn't heard the whole video, like, I question, like, why are you listening to that? But it is what it is. He definitely did that on purpose because he had so many allegations. Look, if the allegations like really like had him so irritated that he had to do that, like, oh, it says something about the reaction to the allegations. Like, it gets you that mad?
Yeah, man. I mean, Shannon Sharp's also a 50-year-old dude using a phone at the end of the day.
Yeah.
With tight end sized hands.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know, man.
He probably needs bifocals. Like, I'm sure his nearsighted vision is fucked by now.
Whether it's on accident or on purpose, I don't fucking care. But like, that's not out of character for Shannon Sharp to do. Like, I don't hold him to like a higher standard.
100%.
Like, not even in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me one person did that, I'd be like, yeah. Or like, which person could do that and like no one cares that much? It's Shannon Sharp.
Yep. Like, I think ESPN is probably gonna have some like a funny opening on Monday, and that'll just be that. Like, or no, it'll be has he been on ESPN yet? What days is he on ESPN? Anyways, whenever that happens, it'll be funny, and then the whole world's gonna move on. Like, again, his brand is in line with all of this, so it's not gonna it's not super out of the ordinary. Again, he was sponsoring the pills on the podcast where they were talking about it. Like, it all makes sense. Damn, Miami went. Damn, Miami's gonna punt. That's crazy. I did not get my wish. Damn.
Yeah, hold that.
Yeah, that's tough, man. We got to punt. Yeah, I don't think Tyreek was open there. Definitely made that decision before the play that where he was going to throw.
Damn, man, I've been so productive since I got home. Already ate. I drank a beer. I can watch this game like a lazy sack of shit now and not even feel bad.
Oh yeah, you don't work on Fridays, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's solid.
I'm going to get lunch with my homie who also doesn't work on Fridays at his job.
Oh, that's really dope. Like probably wherever you go, it'll be like nice and empty.
Nah, we're going to Neptune's Net down in Malibu. It'll be busy as hell.
Damn.
They do like seafood and shit. But we have the whole day off, so like we don't care.
Yeah, you're chilling. How's the weather over there, like temperature wise?
Bro, last week it was stupid hot. It was hot from like Wednesday through Monday of this week.
Yeah.
Like usually here it's like somewhere between 75 and like 82, 83 degrees.
Yeah.
Like in our hot period, it was like 98, 99. It was bad.
Damn.
I guess we had an earthquake this morning, but
Shit.
I don't remember. I was driving, so I didn't feel shit. But no, it's good, man. It's good. It's like
I just what's it called? I just saw on Twitter like the UK people talking about how cold it is over there, and like I was curious because like it's really hot here, like considering the season. Like it's like high 70s, low 80s, and it's supposed to be like that for the next 2 weeks.
yeah, that's like kind of what we have.
So like
But we usually have it around this time.
I don't know what they have going on that part of the world, but I'm happy I'm not there.
Hey, man, not my country.
Hell yeah.
Not my fucking country, mate.
Flawless should be rating soon. Came off stream to eat something. Oh, let's go, Jizz. It's really cold over here. I heard they're saying, oh, it's going to be like a vicious winter because of how cold it is already. And I was like, that's tough, bro. The winters keep getting lighter and lighter here.
Vicious winter, that sucks. Never be me.
Especially when like the summer is vicious as well, like considering what summer is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we got Buffalo starting with the ball. Roughly 10 minutes to go, I think. Yeah, 10:54. We just saw our first punt of the game. Pretty good game so far in terms of entertainment value. Randomly, just missed 8 minutes because of my computer, but it is what it is.
People in the NFL are so fast.
Or what?
People in the NFL are super fast, like sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
The play this linebacker just made is nuts.
Oh, yeah, 44.
Like he might be faster than that running back.
Yeah.
That's not something you typically see.
Yep. Yeah, the athleticism is you can see that it's getting better and better every 2-3 years. The caliber of athletes.
Yeah.
I wonder what the weirdest athletic thing possible, like the equivalent of Wemby in the NFL, right? Like somebody who has athletic traits that are just so unique and something we've never seen before. Pat Ricard?
Yes.
Yeah, in terms of uniqueness, in terms of just sheer what the hell is that, in terms of a 300-pounder being able to play in the backfield and catch a football and run.
Yeah, Pat Ricard. Easy.
Damn, they get 15 yards on top of that. Jordan Poyer against his old team. I'm gonna need to get out of here. The summer has been dog shit. That's tough, Jazz, man. Free yourself.
Yo, the UK just has bad weather. Like,
For
it's
real.
okay to acknowledge it.
I mean, it's one of their problems with like athletes. Like if they didn't have the money, I think they'd have a really hard time getting athletes.
100%. Like they have about 6 weeks in the spring, 6 weeks in the fall where it's pretty cool. But even still, like there's just dumping rain all the time.
Shout out to Kingsman FS hashtag FSG out.
I guess, man. They
That's a
got
hell
their
of a name. That's a hell of a name.
a lot going on there.
But this has been worse than usual, bro. Damn. But yeah,
That's tough. That is tough.
but yeah, it looks like we got rated from Sarcasm City. Shout out to everybody who's
You
here
guys want to see
from.
the view from my couch?
Yo, I think you guys. What were you guys watching? Tottenham Chelsea United show.
Hey, man, the show that I haven't been to for like a year and a half.
Bro, that shows a hell of a mid off.
Good times. I just don't have the energy to talk about how mid we are.
But
I
also,
really
like in the grand scheme of things with Chelsea, like has for the last 2 years, have we ever been at a point that's like drastically different than the last point we were at?
No, it just doesn't matter.
Right? So it's
It
like
doesn't matter, does it?
how much more is there you could say? Like I don't think there's a whole lot left to
That's
say
why
in
I'm
this.
struggling to like even talk about Chelsea.
Yeah, like just copy paste some of the earlier stuff and then just that's that.
Yeah, it's just that I wish that we were so. I wish we were good enough again to matter. I truly do.
Or
That
at
was,
least that something new was happening to like unpack and analyze and shed light on. Like
when Eza packed us, I didn't even care. I was like, oh well, kind of saw that one coming. All right.
par for the course. But yeah, shout out to Flawless for the support as always. There's like 33 people tapped in. You guys are probably not this kind of football fans. If you guys want to watch this game and hang out with a couple people that you can ask questions to about what's going on, that would probably be a good introduction to the sport. If you guys know the sport already, feel free to hang out with us while we watch Buffalo Miami. Probably one of the better matchups we're going to get this week. Pretty big divisional game. Two teams that will probably be in the playoffs, but then again, the AFC is chaos, so maybe not.
Hey man, you know that Embiid quote? Like this isn't a rivalry; they always kick our ass.
Oh, 100%.
That's this in this sport.
This is true. This is true.
Like, I don't know, man. Big primetime game, stadium's packed, ideal weather. First quarter, 2 picks. It's like, come on, bro. Like, I understand, guys. Lamar can't beat Mahomes. It's really sad. I get it. You guys are very worked up about it. I get it. It's not ideal. I hear it. But, like, this shit's low key worse.
I mean, yeah, this is worse, especially because of the fact that they play twice a year. But then with Lamar and Pat Mahomes, how many times have they matched up? Like
Four,
when
I think? 5?
5 and it's 5-0?
Yeah. No, we won one time in Baltimore, Sunday Night Football.
Oh shit, dog.
Yeah,
No, I just saw this play here. All right, so 4th and 2 or 4th and 3 on the first drive. They have an opportunity to get off the field. What do? They give up a 25-yard touchdown to a running back, right? Passing play to a running back. But that was to James Cook, who's actually a good football player. 3rd and 12, and they give up a deep ball to Ty Johnson, who is a certified journeyman. And Jalen Ramsey is the closest guy in coverage. What the hell is this? How does this happen? That is shameful for Miami. That's the kind of thing that, like, if I see it happen, I'm not rooting for your demise.
this ain't a rivalry. They always kicking our ass.
James Cook up the middle touchdown. I was talking about this, I think, one of the last streams. Like, I like Antonio Pierce a lot. And I like a few of the Raiders players a lot. And I was liking the direction for a little bit. But when you have to get a quarterback and an offensive coordinator and you call for the Bears offensive coordinator from last year and Gardner Minshew, it's just like, yo, whoever called that shot, they have to suffer.
I agree.
Yeah, they have to suffer. That's ridiculous.
I said they'd have been better off giving Cousins the bag.
Bro, just anything but that. because you're just gonna kill a year of Antonio Pierce. It's his first, obviously full year as a coach. That puts him in a really difficult position. You just signed a Christian Wilkins huge contract. What's the point of doing that when you're gonna have a terrible offense? Probably Devontae Adams is just gonna want to trade more. Like you were primed to have an offseason where you could take a step forward as a franchise, and you've guaranteed that the best you can do is just not take like the best you could do is not take a step back. I don't.
Mhm.
There's no way progression could happen with the setup right now. And yeah,
That's
again, just whoever called that shot, whoever it is, they need to suffer.
It's all like relative though, right? Like if you're not moving forwards, you're moving backwards if the Chiefs and the Chargers are trying to get better.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, the Broncos have pivoted to a young quarterback. You can say what you want. He might be trash, he might not, but at least they're trying something that's not Russ.
Yep. That's true. That's true. Yeah, you're stagnating as a franchise. And again, like for the core of guys there that I do like rate, it's just tough. It's really tough for them. But yeah, I was talking about I forget what was it? I think I was talking about teams that I was looking forward to hating on. So it was the Raiders for that reason. And then I think I was looking forward to
I'm
not
not going to
necessarily.
hit on the Raiders
Is there anybody you are gonna hate on? Green
because I
Bay,
want
right?
to not like them.
Green Bay, or just you're just rooting kind of just for the
Nah,
rest.
it's not even like I actually don't dislike anything that the Packers do.
Yeah,
I just know a couple of Packers fans in a Twitter GC that hate Lamar Jackson. So that's where
that's
my hatred comes from. It's purely to do with wanting them to be miserable. But I actually am very agnostic about the Packers in existence.
see, but like
Teams
kind
I
of
want to hate on the Bengals
okay.
because I'm tired of people acting like I don't know, man. Like I understand that it's not a like individual sport.
Yeah,
So comparing who beats whom is not a thing that people can do in the NFL unless it suits whatever narrative they want to push, right?
yep,
Lamar can't beat Mahomes. I hear it. I get you. But if we're going to talk about Joe Burrow's record against Lamar Jackson, we're not actually going to talk about it, right?
yeah,
People don't want to talk about that one, but oh, Joe Burrow's definitely better than Lamar Jackson. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, no problem. No problem. So yeah, the Bengals just for that reason, because like while I think Joe Burrow's like a top 5 quarterback in the league, I think acting like he's consensus better than Lamar Jackson when I want to say he's only beaten the Ravens a single time
yeah,
when Lamar Jackson has started.
yeah,
It's like 1-4 or whatever. Like I'm sorry, I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't care. I don't know, man. I hate that Joe Burrow gets cut bail for that, but it's so yeah. The Bengals would be one, but
yeah,
I don't think we have enough black coaches in the NFL to hate on Antonio Pierce. I'm not going to do it.
yeah.
Uh, other coaches I want to not like, or other teams. To be honest, man, no. Off the top of my head, no. I think it's just the Bengals.
I think with the Bengals, oh shit, A chain up the middle.
Oh, the Falcons too.
Yeah, so that's the team I was gonna get to, the Falcons.
Not
Um,
liking them is so much fun.
so hold on. Out of curiosity, what are your reasons for hating on the Falcons?
They did a bunch of mid shit, and people act like it's actually good. Like,
So, by mid shit, you're talking about like
spending top dollar on Cousins, who we don't like in our heart of hearts, we don't know if he's healthy.
yeah, or
All
good.
this draft capital on a fucking running back, Kyle Pitts, and this other receiver. People acting like these guys are so fucking sick.
Yeah,
Doing all these trades, all these like win now moves for their defense, when like in reality, we're not even sure if the Falcons are going to make the playoffs. I don't know. Like they were 7-10 for 3 years.
yeah,
Upgraded at quarterback, and now we're acting like they were just a quarterback away from dominating the division. It's like that's not how this works.
yeah.
I don't know. I think they took a crazy shortcut this offseason. I don't
No,
like it. I don't respect that.
but it looks like a bad general manager who, because they're a bad general manager, misassessed things and is just like, oh, We got a lot on paper. We're going to be good. Let me bolster up this team and let's really make a go for it, right? But the thing I don't think they understand is that you have no proof of concept for any of the things you think are going well for your team. Like if
Yep.
you uh everything related to Kyle Pitts and Drake London and Bijan Robinson, like it's all theory. We haven't actually seen it on a football field, right? They hired Raheem Morris, a great defensive coach. They had some pieces. They probably felt like, you know what, we're going to be better. Let's add more pieces and get even better. But again, that's purely theory. They have no they had nothing that came from a football field like to back up any of their beliefs, and that's the problem. Like you needed to see things in action before you make moves like let's go sign Simmons and trade for Matthew Judon. Oh shit. Alec Ingold got stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth down. God damn Miami. Are they going for it? You're a little bit ahead.
Yes.
Oh shit, if they don't get this, they might get
Bro,
buried in this
we
game
saw
quickly.
two fullback handoffs in the first half. When's the last time we've seen that?
Hey, real football. Real men. Okay. To oh my god. Oh my god. I can't think of a fourth down play I've seen that's gone that bad.
Hey man, it's not a rivalry. They always kicking their ass.
Oh, this is belt to ass.
Yeah, this might
Oh
get
my
late.
god. Yo, Buffalo could run this clock, score a touchdown, and then start the second half with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, people, this could get ugly pretty quick. To go back to Cincinnati, right? I remember like during I think it wasn't this past playoff. Yeah, they weren't in the playoffs. The playoffs before that, like whenever people would talk about Cincinnati, they talk about Cincinnati having like this crazy explosive offense. And then something I would always bring up is that like guys, they've never really scored more than 27 in a playoff game. Like you guys are talking about them like they show up and they're a threat to score 40. They don't ever even score 30. And I think like it's been a long-standing thing with sports, and you can see it everywhere that like people act like they reach logical conclusions when what actually just happens is they arbitrarily like things for whatever arbitrary reason they have to like something, and then they craft their logic around that to make it, you know, to justify how they feel. And I think with Cincinnati, like people just like Burrow and like Jamar Chase, and that's probably even like it's honestly just that. I don't even think people care about T Higgins like that or any of their other players. They just really like Burrow and Chase, and they've always had these like, you know, rose tinted glasses for everything about them. It's always just the way people talk about it. It's better than it actually is. So I think as an organization, if you think about where they're at this year, I think that they lost their main run stuffing defensive tackle. Their running game looked really bad in week one.
They
That's
traded Joe
probably
Mixon for a 7th round pick.
yeah, that's probably going to be a something that haunts them all year unless they make another trade. Their secondary is, I think, as weak as I've seen it. They're starting a guy at corner who they drafted in the first round to play safety.
Hey, wasn't Zach Moss like a backup running back on the Colts?
So Zach Moss was on the Bills. He got drafted by the Bills. He was a scrub, right? He was a throw-in in a Naheem Hines trade, I believe, and then just randomly ended up being good in Indy when Jonathan Taylor was either injured or holding out.
Okay.
And then he got a bag from Cincinnati, not like a crazy bag, but a bag relative to being a running back in Cincinnati to be the starter after they traded Joe Mixon. And the thing is like you say what you want, but Joe Mixon's productive as hell. He was productive in Cincinnati. He had no offensive line. He went to Houston in week one, got 160 yards in an offense that last year they weren't able to effectively run the ball. So, yeah, just they've taken some steps back. If they didn't do it in previous years with much better personnel, I don't think they're gonna get it done this year. Like they drafted a guy named Dax Hill in the first round in 2022 to be a starting safety. He hasn't been able to make it to safety, and then they converted him to corner, and he's starting now. I think that's a horrible sign when you have to transition a safety to corner and he makes it. Oh my God, James Cook. Oh my God. 50-yard touchdown, 3 touchdowns in the first half. We are witnessing greatness. Let James cook.
Hey, man.
Yo, fuck Russell Wilson. Let James cook.
It is what it is.
This is a lot of fantasy points. I'm checking my fantasy team. James Cook has 26 fantasy points in the first half. We're eating good. Dolphin season is already over.
I mean, like, it's not, but like, it's. I don't know.
Like, it's not over as in they're just completely dead, but it's like these kind of games are confirmations that you just are what you have been, and that should kill any expectations of doing anything serious.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They go to Buffalo, to Green Bay, thanks the week after Thanksgiving, I think. Or that might be Thanksgiving night. I don't
Yeah.
know. To Houston. They have some wild games at the end of the year, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Their last 5 games, their last 6 games are at Green Bay, home
Yeah.
versus the Jets, at
Yeah.
Houston, home versus Frisco, and at
Right.
Cleveland and the Jets.
That's a tough set of games.
And you could say, yeah, Cleveland are trash. I generally agree. But the moment they replace that guy at quarterback and they get some crazy bad weather, then I feel like it's a whole new game playing up there.
But
Just like,
also, I think with that game, or like with Cleveland generally, they have the roster to where an underachieving Cleveland is gonna beat somebody. Like just one way, like it doesn't matter how it happens, it's gonna happen.
they are getting violated, dude. Holy shit. Crazy.
Yeah, and I'm very certain that the Bills start the second half with the ball.
Oh, they do because the
Tua threw a
first
pick to start the game. Yeah.
yeah, he threw a pick, but I remember them talking about debating whether they'd kick it short, and then the dude just kicked it through the end zone.
Damn.
Like, all right, Miami ball.
Have you seen any of the? Because I've seen a couple really well executed kickoffs that actually pinned teams, and I'm wondering if teams are a little hesitant to early on to get the kickers to even try it.
I
But
think it's not.
I know that like there was one team that executed almost like a long squib, like it hit at around the 18 on a line and then bounced between the two returners, and I think it basically like if the ball lands in the end zone, it comes out to the 30. But if it skips through, if it hits the field of play and then skips through the end zone, it goes to the 20. So I saw one team execute that. And then I think the Packers also executed one where the ball bounced to the returner in a really weird way. It was hard to catch, and then the Eagles got pinned at the 15. So I look forward to when that starts to happen, but teams just kicking it out of the end zone and it coming out to the 30, I think it's a pretty shit addition to the game.
I think teams are also just weighing up kind of like the risk and reward.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd rather give it to people to 30 than try some shit that we really don't have much experience like doing in a live game.
We don't have much experience in the short squib. If it lands at the 21 outside of the landing zone, it comes out to the 40.
Yeah, it's just not really worth like the risk, I would say.
Yeah.
I am interested to see if like the kickoff rules lead to an uptick in points this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
That'll
gonna
be
need
interesting
an
to
entire
see.
season's worth of information to like, maybe like talk about it more.
Because also the week one data is just not important because I think week one, the overall trend is it was one of the worst week ones for offense in a long time. Right. So obviously, like no correlation between the kickoff and that, but so it'll take some weeks to really see for sure what happens.
Was it a bad offensive week? I'm looking. Yeah, I guess it was.
I think there was a couple metrics. Let me see.
Because I'm looking at the scores, but like, the Thursday and Friday games, I disagree. But I also don't think those are really part of what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this stat.
Ooh.
How have you guys been outside of the streams? Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
No,
Um,
life is good,
yeah, man. Hope you're doing well, Jess.
bro. I've been good, man. I've been working, enjoying living with my girl now. Living somewhere nice. Um, yeah, not too much. I mean, a small raise at work, so that's cool.
Nice.
So yeah, man, I really can't complain at all. Now we're just in the save up to buy a home phase.
Nice.
So that'll take us another 3 years, but we'll get there.
It's progression. It's progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so basically I've been working in family law for a bit now, but I'm trying to get an opportunity in sports law. Hopefully,
Hmm.
like get a chance to maybe one day work with some athletes. So it's been a good couple weeks in terms of just meeting people to maybe get that started. So that part's been good. Like hopefully one day that could lead to some other opportunities and like there's like a bigger like vision I have for if like one day that works and you're able to just get around people in like the sports world through that, it could then have like a knock-on effect to maybe like doing content with some people. So um yeah, we'll see how that goes. Not too married to any specific ideas, but it's cool. Why not? Like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. This goes without
Became a,
saying. The Dolphins need a touchdown here, right?
yes, definitely. Became an uncle like 2 weeks ago. Outside that life is good. Oh, your uncle, your uncle Jez now. Your uncle.
Hey man, this guy's literally unk before me. That's crazy. Let's go.
That is pretty crazy, but
That's funny because my
congrats.
sister-in-law is due in like any week now.
Damn, he beat you to it just by like a
Hey,
few
Jazz,
weeks.
you're an unk before me. You can never call me old again.
Damn. Unc no Shannon Sharp. God damn. Yo, it's actually crazy. Like I was sitting on the train and I was kind of situated to where I could see like the person in front of me what they were doing on their phone, and I could just see they
Uh-huh.
were on Instagram and uh they scrolled onto a post about Shannon Sharp, and I'm just like, this guy really just went viral for the dumbest shit.
Oh, about the shit that just happened.
Yes.
It's crazy how like all connected we actually are with
Yep.
like topics and conversations.
Yep. And like I saw the live stream that they did yesterday. They had like almost 200,000 people live at once.
Bro, him doing nightcap and leaving undisputed and like this next phase of Shannon Sharp's career has just gone so crazy.
Actually, but like because I think regularly they maybe get like 20, 30,000 live at one time. And like for those of us who see how like football YouTubers do and whatnot, like you see some of the other figures. Cause like I know the highest number I've seen, I think Pat McAfee had 600,000 at once when Aaron Rodgers was announcing he was going to go to the Jets. That's a crazy number of people.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude.
God damn it, Miami, bro. Running tosses inside a minute to go on second down. I hate this team.
I low key like I'm like about to add Miami to teams that I hate.
I think the coach is really fortunate to be on this team because at the end of the day, Miami as an organization is unserious enough for him to just do this bullshit. And to be honest, maybe as the years go by, he'll like learn from what doesn't work and maybe keep tweaking this and keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it. But there's a lot of places where he would get fired for this bullshit.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. Like I kind of hate teams that rely on being just smarter than you,
Yeah,
try to overcomplicate shit.
yeah,
I call me a boomer, say you're just an old man yelling at a cloud. Part of that's probably true, but I hate when I see that in football teams.
yeah,
Like, obviously, no team is like truly a finesse team,
yeah.
but I get why that term is used, and they definitely seem to be one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I also just hate teams that just completely outright reject conventional wisdom in a sport, like whatever it is. So, like in football, there's just certain conventional wisdom that, like, hey, regardless of what you do, you kind of need this handful of things. And Miami is one of those teams that are just like, you know what? No, we're only gonna have running backs that can run like Olympic speed. Actually, not even scratch that. We're only gonna have skill position players that run Olympic speed. Like that's just a plain old like rejection of conventional wisdom. And I love to hate on teams like that. That being said, Tua just ran for 13 yards looking slow as fuck to get that first down. So that's the one guy on the field that doesn't have Olympic speed outside of the offensive lineman, of course. But yeah. So I mean like even like who was what coach was it? Greg Roman, I think falls under that same category of like on the other side of the spectrum, just also rejecting conventional wisdom. So I love hating on people on coaches like that.
I think you can win to a higher degree with the Greg Roman philosophy, though, than the other one.
Oh, for sure. Oh, but it's just like
I
degrees.
get what you're saying,
Yeah,
like being so dogmatically
yeah,
loyal to an approach,
yep,
but like the thing with the Greg Roman thing that I think does translate generally
yeah,
is if you're able to run the ball in the tackle box in the playoffs and everybody knows you're going to run,
yeah,
you typically, as long as you can stay on script, you'll set yourself up very well. Where
yeah,
I noticed that really hurt us as the Ravens
yeah,
was pre-snap penalties, and when we get behind the sticks, there was no way to get out of it.
yep,
So you knew a drive was screwed at like 2nd and 14.
yeah.
You know,
No,
uh,
that's the thing. Like that kind of football nowadays, like that kind of football again, this conventional, like part of it is, what f- in football they've been doing for ages and ages. But the way football is now, when you're that kind of a team, you just don't have a margin for error. So
yes,
like when you get into 12 and 2nd and 14, bro, you have no room for error. The drive is done. That's the only trouble with that. But there's like a specific disregard to that issue. It's just like, no, we're gonna persist with what we like to do, and that's just gonna be it.
this is Herb Street, and who's the other guy? Al Michaels.
I think so.
Yeah, Al Michaels is talking about Jason Sanders. They need a touchdown, buddy.
For real. For real.
Yeah, I understand it's a 3-score game, so they're going to need to kick a field goal eventually. But you would think, for like momentum's sake, a touchdown here would be nice.
Yeah, field goal to go down 14 to kick the ball off to start the second half against the team that just jumps you every opportunity they get. Yeah, that's not nice. I think the Cardinals had a really weird week one. So they had some of the lowest like pressure rates from their pass rushers like recorded in the last few years. Marvin Harrison got one catch for 4 yards, and then I think there was something else. They couldn't really run the ball either, but then they almost beat Buffalo. Like that's just a really weird week one.
Cardinals are a weird team, though. They have a hyper athletic, like small quarterback
Yep.
who also has like a huge arm.
Yeah.
It's weird when small guys have like fucking cannons.
Yep. Oh, also, we were talking about Atlanta, and something just came to mind. They were an organization that interviewed Bill Belichick, the only organization that interviewed Bill Belichick. And then basically, from what I heard, they weren't interested in hiring him because he was like, "Hey, if I come through, I want to obviously pick my own coaching staff, and I want some of my personnel guys upstairs." And that was the reason because the personnel guys upstairs are like, well, if he brings his guys, those are going to be the people he listens to, and we're basically going to get replaced. I
Yep.
think the thing is, you can understand why people in their own self-interest are going to say no. It's just a hilarious thing for like the people who've continually failed to not know this in the first place, to interview Bill Belichick and then be like, you know what? Nah. And I know Michael Lombardi, who used to work for the Patriots, was just like, yeah. So the Super Bowl winning Falcons front office decided that they couldn't use Bill Belichick, and whether that's the right decision or not, and again, I can understand why they made it. That's just a hilarious way to start this year. Like, okay, this year the very first chapter is we interviewed Bill Belichick and said, you know what, nah, we don't need this. That's chapter one. Chapter two is Kirk Cousins, and then chapter three is the backup quarterback they took 8th overall. Like, hilarious team, hilarious season so far. I look forward to seeing it fall apart.
It's
Okay.
almost as if different people were making decisions at different times.
Yep. Okay. Jez, who has recently been watching college football, asks for the game to watch this week in college. Okay. I've been watching college
That's
football.
a bad person to ask. I'd have to look at the slate.
I've
I'll
been
do
watching
it.
college football the last couple weekends. I won't be watching college football this weekend, but I'll check the schedule out.
What the fuck, Tua?
Oh shit, no, I haven't seen the play.
Nah, he doesn't turn it over, but nah. Boo! I hate this. They just admitted defeat with 8 seconds left and are kicking a field goal. I hate this.
That's
I hate this.
that's disgusting. Yeah, Jez, that's probably the matchup, and I think TJ in the group chat said that he's gonna do a watch long for that game.
I absolutely hate that. Arizona and K State tomorrow is actually going to be probably good hoops.
Oh, that receiver on Arizona is crazy.
I didn't even know they had a crazy receiver.
They
But
had they have a receiver whose name is Teteroa McMillan. He's I think he's from Hawaii.
it's a lot of syllables, brother.
I know, right? They call him T Mac though, but he's
That's
from Hawaii. He's like 6'5", and he had 300 yards last week or 2 weeks ago. It was a
LSU
crazy.
South Carolina will be good.
But yeah, that guy's amazing.
Oh, do you know Bill O'Brien coaches Boston College?
Yeah. Yo, there's a bunch of weird coaching staffs in college. So he coaches in Boston College. UCLA has Eric Bieniemy,
Yeah,
right?
we got Oregon State on Saturday.
UCLA
Bieniemy's at
has
UCLA?
what's that?
Eric Bieniemy's at UCLA? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I lived away. That's so funny.
and then you know how Washington was in the national championship last year?
Yeah.
So they got their whole coaching staff poached. So their coaching staff right now, their offense is run by Pete Carroll's son, and their defense is run by Belichick's son.
Dude, the fucking mullet guy, he's back?
Yes. Yes.
Hell yes.
So they just have like the nepotism babies as their coordinators, and I think that's
pretty
fucking
fire,
hilarious.
That's pretty fire, though.
That's pretty no, like actually, like there were pictures of Pete Carroll and Belichick just chilling at practice.
That's so funny, dude. That's so lit.
100%. So yeah, let's see how that goes. There's a few interesting coaching staffs, and then Chip Kelly is randomly an offensive coordinator for Ohio State.
Yes, I did see that happen.
And he fully just said, like, I actually hate coaching and I hate people and I don't want to do interviews. He's like, dog, I just want to do X's and O's and that's it.
That's funny.
And like, to be honest, I actually like, I kind of respect it. Like, as not respectable he is in a few ways, that's a lot of self-awareness to just be like, dude,
you got to know what you're good at and stay in your lane.
I suck at people. Let me just call these plays.
Yo, you know what I'm going to watch?
What's that?
Memphis at Florida State this weekend.
Florida State, hilarious institution.
They're 0-2.
Yes.
If they lose again, I will be there.
Yo, from undefeated to 0-3 would be something special.
Memphis and Florida State this weekend. I promise I'll be there. What time is this Colorado State game?
I think like 4:00 your time, 4:30.
Washington State this weekend. Oh, are these niggas in new conferences? Is that why they have to do it so early?
Yeah.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of West Coast teams that have to play 9 a.m. their time when they're on the East Coast.
Jesus Christ. No respect. Breakfast football, baby. Here we go.
I see FSU shooting themselves with water pistols. That's what they're doing. They're having water gun fights in practice.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. Oh, UCLA's 1-0. I didn't know that. Big up the enemy, man.
100%.
Oh, they beat Hawaii 16-13. That doesn't count. I take it back.
Notre Dame got beat by a small school with a black head coach, so that was cool.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. That was
They
lit.
paid 1.4 mil to get beat.
Yep. Northern Illinois were 33-point underdogs.
Yeah, I actually watched a part of that game. They had a running back that was nice, and I think he had like 300 yards of offense, and they just told the quarterback, bro, do not lose this game.
Bro, at that point, like, because Notre Dame's quarterback can't fucking throw.
Yes.
So they were just stacking the box. Like, bro, if we don't turn it over, we might win. And that's
Yep.
what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
I love when, like, college games get reduced to shit like that.
Yeah.
Or, like, big school, quarterback stinks, team can't throw. It's 8 in the box every down, and now it's a mud fight. It's like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because, like, in the NFL, like, it would never be that bad, right?
Yeah, there's a level of incompetence in college that makes the game a lot of fun.
You just get random events like that. Because I was watching that Northern Illinois game, and in, like, the second quarter, I'm like, I said to my dad, I was like, Northern Illinois is going to win.
Yeah.
He's like, nah. I'm like, they can't. Notre Dame can't throw the ball. They're not going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that game with my friend because my friend had Northern Illinois plus 30, and like we knew the bet was over about 10 minutes into the game.
Yep.
You have Northern Illinois plus 30, it was cash. But yeah, just in college, you'll see stuff you never see in the NFL, and it actually makes the game enjoyable. Like I saw a play where I think a quarterback threw a ball to a receiver, and the safety just had no clue that the ball was in the air. And I'm like, I haven't seen that ever.
Texas State,
That's amazing.
Texas State are in the Sun Belt?
I did not know that.
What? Since
Wait,
when?
that's UTSA?
No, Texas State is
TSU?
TSU. UTSA is Texas San Antonio.
Ah.
They beat Texas San Antonio last week 49-10.
Ah. Yeah, because I watched a bit of the UTSA game.
Yo, who else is in the Sun Belt? This conference looks lit.
Well, now that the Pac-12 is not really a conference, like
no, they announced the rebirth with 6 teams, baby.
Oh, it's lit. Who are the 6 teams?
Florida State, Oregon State, Washington State, Boise State. Let me look up the other teams.
Oh, good for Boise State.
Fresno State. They're adding San Diego State, Fresno State, Colorado State, Boise State, Washington State, and Oregon State. Yeah.
That's decent. That's decent.
Who else should they get? The expansion's first of several planned phases. Pac-12 will go to at least 8 members. Qualify as an FBS conference.
Yeah, I think it's a sport that the video game is going to help with getting some casual fans.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet that broke down the compensation for athletes to agree to be in the game, and the compensation was legit. Like, here, take $300 and the game.
That's kind of lit, though.
I mean, like, of course you take it, but like I wonder, like, $300, is that a check? Do they just like transfer it?
Probably a check.
Interesting. And then the game, I guess they could just send the games to the schools.
Think about it though. Like, I'm trying to
Oh
think.
yeah.
What can I do with $300 cash?
As a college student, like you could probably make it go far.
I'm thinking like you could probably get like a weekend trip going with your boys.
Yep. Oh, the locker room pulls everybody's 300 together. They could figure something out.
Yeah, dude. If you really
Manning,
want to hustle, you could sell your copy of the game.
true. That's the
You know.
thing. So if you don't have a PlayStation, right, that 300 is not really getting you a PlayStation. So like you gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Manning finessed them though. They paid him proper. Yeah, Archie Manning is getting paid handsomely.
To be backup quarterback?
Backup quarterback, he's making like 3 mil.
That's lit.
That's super lit. It's also not his first year, so we probably made a mil or so last year as well. This guy was obviously rich before, but super duper rich now.
He's going to be a class of 2026 quarterback, you think?
Not sure, but that would make sense. I imagine he's gonna leave for the NFL as soon as he can.
26 or 27. We'll see.
So I saw somebody holding up a sign that was supposed to be like his student ID, and then it said Archibald, middle name Manning, and I'm just like, damn, that's tough. The guy's name's really Archibald.
Yeah, of course.
I really wasn't processing what Arch is short for. Archibald sucks. Like it's a small price to pay for being a Manning, like being basically a part of like the NFL's whole like royal family, but man,
Uh-huh.
Archibald is tough. Damn, I'm seeing on the timeline is saying that Brian Flores was right.
Hey, man. I ain't mad at it. The
Damn.
way he handled that was kind of childish, but you might like not be wrong, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, a lot of the times with these kind of things, the person is talking about something. Like, they might not be talking about the complete picture, and that's why you disagree with them. But they're not completely just making something up. Like Tua has parts of his game that just aren't good enough. And
Absolutely.
that's fine to say.
Absolutely.
So the thing is Joel, there's a layer of quarterbacks who their value is just stopping you from having to play guys like Deshaun Watson and Jameis Winston. Like there's a layer of quarterbacks who honestly that's their only role. And look, if the league is in a position where they'd rather pay a guy like that than to try to find the next quarterback, then good for those guys that get the money.
Is this Ryan Fitzpatrick on commentary?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he like a Dolphins legend or something? Not a legend, but
Yo, he might be a legend of like a couple fan. I think the Bills fan base likes him a lot too. I think he was in the crowd with his shirt off in the
does
winter.
he always do Thursday night stuff, or is he just here this
Yeah,
week?
yeah. No, he's been a part of this crew at least since last year.
Oh, okay, because I've never actually watched the broadcast. I always just used to watch illegal streams like a degenerate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I didn't even know that. So they have Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
They got other white dude. I don't know who that is. Not gonna lie.
Andrew Whitworth, Bengals/Rams left tackle.
Oh, that's Whitworth.
Yeah.
Yo, because he just retired when they won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Offensive linemen are hilarious because like they have to force feed themselves to be like 320 pounds. So then they retire and they drop to like 250 and look like different humans.
Bro, Marshall Yanda did the same thing. He said he lost 40 pounds in the first year since he retired from the Ravens.
Russell Okung is the crazy example. That guy just looks like a regular dude now.
Fuck it, man. Good for him. So it's Whitworth, Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick. No, not Fitzgerald. Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick. And Carissa Thompson. And who else? Is that Jason Taylor?
Tony Gonzalez, I think.
Okay. Tony Gonzalez. Makes sense.
Yo, you actually like got the like skin shade right.
I know. An earthquake or something?
Damn, another one.
I don't know. I'm good. It's so funny how like people talk about earthquakes compared to like what we're like when we go through earthquakes.
Yeah, I see that on the timeline a lot. That like people in California, that's just a part of the weather.
I mean, yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do to stop an earthquake?
Just vibe out. But I think the thing is like people who aren't used to it, they probably like when an earthquake is happening, they think like, okay, the world's just gonna end right now. And then when you've been through it a few times, you just know that that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. But like, if it does, like, what can you do about it?
Yep.
I'm glad that was a relatively quick first half, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a quick second half as well.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm a huge fan of quick games.
Same. I sim through it. But yeah, we'll give the second half a shot. If not, we can give some pretty quick thoughts on some of these games. Uh, I think the Ravens are they're favorites by 9 against the Raiders. I'm taking Ravens by 9 in that one.
9 points, a lot of points, but I kind of agree.
It's a lot of points, but I think like I feel like the Ravens have been good for some early season blowouts with Lamar and Harbaugh. And they just lost a game that was a tough game for them to lose. They had a long week. They're at home opener. Yeah, I think the Raiders are just in a really tough spot here. So I definitely think the Ravens show up and play good football.
What kind of sucker bets do I see this week? I'm taking New England plus 3.5 at home.
Yeah, we predicted them winning that game in the season prediction.
Nice. But yeah, I'm absolutely taking that one. I'm taking. I think I would probably take the under
Yeah,
on the Ravens Raiders points
right.
because I think the game might end up being something like 28-10 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, like, oh, we saw a squib kick thing.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Drops phone and immediately looks at television screen. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Jason Sanders kicks it. Okay, let's see where it ends up. The Bills are going to start. It's a decent return out to the 28. I think the problem there is that like it didn't bounce to give the returner a problem. It like it the guy just caught it low and just kept running.
Yeah, I get you.
Bad execution of whatever that was. I'm assuming. I doubt that was the plan because the the trick with the kickoff is that the play doesn't start until the guy catches the ball. So hang time is absolutely irrelevant. There's no point of hang time in this new kickoff. It's literally all about how can you make the catch point awkward for the returner. That's it. That and I guess placement of obviously you would want them to start at the 1 ideally as opposed to like the 6. So it's just about placement and like not having the ball like being a clear end over end situation for the returner.
I like Tampa plus 7.5 at Detroit.
I'm surprised the spread is that big.
I like that. I would absolutely take that if I was Tampa.
That's yeah.
Not that I'm saying Tampa's going to go there and win.
But Detroit was not rolling by any means last week.
More than a touchdown coming off a game where you went to overtime. I don't know, man.
And
I like
the
Tampa's.
thing oh shit, the thing that the Lions figured out at the end of the game was just running physically up the middle. And that's not the best strategy against Vita Vea. So it's not even like they're going to carry over what they did last week.
But I don't know, man. I think like that's one thing when you're like in an overtime period against like a pretty worn down team on a week one.
Yep.
But that's not only is that not something you do against Vita Vea, you can't do that against most teams.
True. That is true.
Not an option.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I like Bucks plus 7.5 and Pats plus 3.5. As far as favorites, like points I would eat, I'm probably eating Steelers 2.5 on the road.
Steelers as road favorites. That's historically a diabolical bet to make.
I mean, I understand,
Rookie quarterback though.
but yeah, that's kind of where
Rookie
I'm going with
quarterback
that.
against TJ Watt.
And 2.5 is essentially a field goal. Like if they
Yeah.
win by like if it was 3, I would stay away.
Yeah. Oh shit.
What is it when they call that? When they give you a half point instead of like the third even? What's the betting term for this?
I'm not sure.
It's like the action line or some shit like that. I don't know, man. I'm not like a gambler. But yeah, 2.5, I would eat that.
We clearly gamble responsibly at this platform.
Yes. Washington minus 1.5 at home against the Giants. I just don't think they're worse than the Giants.
Yeah.
So do I think they're going to win by 2 or more points? Yes. Jez, the reason behind the kickoff rule,
Okay, I'll be back. 1 second.
more action on kickoffs in general. Like, too many things were being just kicked for touchbacks, and fans weren't watching the kickoffs. So they're genuinely just trying to inject excitement into the game. That's it. It's not even like a competitive thing. It's more like an entertainment thing. But yeah, third down here for the Bills at just about Miami's midfield. Miami wants to stay in this game. They need to get a stop here. Josh Allen in the shotgun with trips bunch to his right. A good stunt, get him off his marker. And Josh Allen overthrew somebody who had got a yard of separation, but he got pushed off his spot. So it is fourth down. Miami has appeared to get a stop, and the punt team will probably take the field. But yeah, that little twist by the end is forced Josh Allen to just throw off no platform, and his arm is too strong. But yeah, it's amazing how like small differences can disrupt timing for things and make such a big difference. So Miami will take over at their own 11. They're probably going to send us to some sort of commercial break. Jez said he'll be back, or not Jez. Alam said he'll be back, so we just have to trust him. Shout out to all of you tapped in. We will not be here at any other point this weekend because Alam said he's going to the Eagles-Falcons Monday night game, and I have about 1.5 million things to do this weekend. But not today, so I am here. We are here. Hope you were all enjoying the game. And leave a like, leave a dislike. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. All that stuff. But shout out to all of you. That's dope that you're here. We got 11 likes. Hell yeah, guys. Good shit. Jez, to be honest, for the Ravens season, I'm one of those football fans who, like, I was happy when we signed Derrick Henry, but I forgot that Derrick Henry was on our team until, like, the second play of the game. So, I mean, I'm, like, cautiously optimistic, I guess, but I'm not, like, living and dying with every game. I think the Ravens should win 11, 12 games. I think we should win the division and be in the playoffs. And then once we get there, like, who knows? But the Ravens have very quickly gotten to a point as a franchise where if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's kind of like a failure. So, I mean, I think they have enough talent to win, but you just kind of have to see, right? Bro, Lamar Super Bowl would be sick. That would be awesome. Let's see if the Dolphins can make this a game, though. That'd be nice. Let's inject some incitement into what we are doing. I gotta turn the lights on because it's getting dark. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend got us some lights that we have attached to an app so we can like change the colors and shit. So they're all like purple and blue. So it's really nice. Dolphins ran the ball between the tackles and got 2 yards. Ugh. Oh no, this guy has a pec injury. That sucks. That's almost never good. Come on, Miami. Let's do something. Ooh, ball in the flat again. Dude slips, so Achan gets a first down. That guy's probably killing in fantasy. Achan is probably killing it. So first down, Miami. Here we go. And they run the ball again. Bit of a zone run. They got like 3 yards maybe this time. I wonder what Achan's fantasy points are looking like.
It looks like no points were scored, so I don't think I missed much.
Nah, Miami's got the ball though.
Ah. Are they driving? Like, are they in Buffalo territory? It doesn't look like it.
They have their own like 30 on third down.
Well, I mean, this is their chance to make it a game again.
Yep.
I feel like their running game has been really bad today. I don't know. Mostert's not playing, but well, I mean, the numbers look okay.
They got to convert this though.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this now.
The Will Levis play.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh wow! That's wild. So I was doing a Thursday night stream with Murtaza last year, and he was ahead of my stream. So I made a game out of trying to guess how the play turned out based on his reaction. And I just knew it was going to be good based on how he reacted. I didn't know it was going to be that good though. That's amazing. This
I
game is
think he was trying to throw it away.
because he got hit, right?
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Well, that's probably going to be that. So, okay. 2 or
Might as
3.
well use the rest of this watch along to just talk about random topics. Shout out to everybody in the chat. 17 people
Yeah.
watching. Let us know if there's any games or teams you want to talk about or any questions or topics. We like talking about as many obscure things as you could think of. We've predicted an entire season. We've actively kept track of seasons without winning a playoff game. We have hypothesized about a lot of different rule changes. Anything you could possibly think of. Tua turned the ball over. Okay, that's an interesting slander name. That's a good slander name. 3 picks, man. Big game. But yeah, it's just like you watch Miami in a game like this, and you're just like, this team is not going into Kansas City or Baltimore to win a playoff game. Like, you just know that that's not going to happen. And they've made it clear they're not going into Buffalo to win a playoff game either. So, like, no, your season isn't really over, but you just know where it ends. You
You
know,
know what, man? Fuck this game. I'm turning on the ASU Texas State game.
hey, Eddie, this is what we said. We saw this on the timeline earlier.
Hey,
Brian Flores was
they
right.
killed him. They killed him.
Crucified for nothing.
Remember, you know the dude with sign memes?
Yeah.
Look at Photoshop and just say Brian Flores is right on that dude's sign.
Change my mind.
Nah, there is no change my mind. He's right.
Not possible. Yeah, if you think about Brian Flores' career in the NFL, he's had like this like a really strange one. He went from being like literally Bill Belichick's only respectable disciple to getting screwed out of a job in Miami because he wouldn't lose games, to getting fired, to his quarterback being like, "Hey, it sucks that like that guy told me I was shit," to like randomly being an amazing coordinator for Minnesota. Like their defense from a personnel standpoint was horrible last year, and he got a good squad out of it. Like that guy's career arc is crazy. I feel like he's gonna win a Super Bowl at some point as a coach, just like because it has to stay weird. The story has to stay weird. He wanted Herbert. He knows ball. Damn.
Yeah, well, it sucks that Miami paid him. Yo, Texas State has all black unis. I'm in on this game.
We got 5:30 left in that game.
In the third quarter.
Let me see if I can find a stream.
Oh, that's right. You guys got ESPN in Canada? Probably not.
Nah.
Damn.
We have a company that like, or we have a few channels that'll just randomly buy the rights to different ESPN broadcasts, but it's not consistent. Fun fact though, that was randomly like one of the things that a Raptors player like talked about in terms of not liking living here. He's like, dog, I need my ESPN in the mornings.
Dude, the Texas State quarterback took a shot and delivered a strike for a touchdown.
For the love of the game, man.
Yo, this little stadium they have is pretty sick.
For those of you guys who are tuned in, this watch along is pivoting to college football because this NFL game is over.
Yeah, I'm not in the business of watching Tua anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the stadium now. It's a pretty cool little stadium.
28,000, hell yeah.
I think I would like the not
Oh,
having
this is where
names.
Friday Night Lights was filmed. No wonder it looks kind of familiar.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
That makes sense. Good eye.
Hey man, Texas State football. How do I get a QR code? I'll donate. I'm down. They got a black quarterback too. I'm in. They were in the Sun Belt last year. And they were 8-5 overall. Okay. Dude, the Sun Belt is kind of lit. There's all these random schools with Marshall in it. Okay.
Where is Marshall?
I swear it's like Ohio.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
Whoa,
all the
hold on. Marshall's like West Virginia, isn't it?
No clue, dude.
Yes, Huntington, West Virginia.
Wow.
Randy Moss went there.
They have to do a lot of traveling.
Interesting. But yeah, everything else in the Sun Belt's like Louisiana and Texas. This guy's 24 for 35, 225 yards, and 4 touchdowns. You know what I miss, to get really nostalgic for a second? I miss in the late 2000s when West Virginia football were really good. You always had those Thursday night Big East football games.
Pat White?
Pat White, Steve Slayton,
Yep.
UConn were good for whatever reason.
Yep.
And then like South Florida popped up and were good, but they were in the Big East at the time. I miss that era, and I just miss watching those like 4:30 West Coast time football games on Thursdays.
Yeah.
That shit was so lit, and none of you listening to this right now probably have any idea what I'm talking about, but you just had to be there.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Pat White, you missed out.
Yeah, like if you didn't watch like mid to late 2000s college football, I'm sorry. I truly am.
Yeah, college sports, like, it's hit or miss, but when they hit, there's really nothing that can replace it.
It's so fun, dude. Yo, they got like a white running back on ASU. This game has everything.
Anything you might need, they got it.
This guy just ran over somebody. That was crazy.
Where are you at in the game time-wise? I'm at 3:30 right now.
I'm at 3:35.
Okay, cool. So I'm ahead this time. Okay, you're going to like this play.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's actually super fast. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Not deceptively fast, just fast.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. That was crazy. Speaking of deceptively quick, Daniel Jones. They paid him, right?
Big bag.
Before last season, was it?
Yes.
When can they cut him?
After this year.
Oh, okay.
Was not a crazy guarantee, just a crazy, like, full figure to the contract.
Okay. They have a freshman quarterback at ASU. That's pretty cool.
Honestly, the Giants' biggest problem in the perception of them as an organization is what they put out on that off-season Hard Knocks. They come across like the stupidest motherfuckers after that shit.
Oh, of course.
And honestly, I don't know why, or I don't know if the NFL had anybody actually volunteer to do that, if they had to force it on an organization, but they picked the right one. I think the Jets could have been the only, and the Jets got normal Hard Knocks, I think. No, the Bears did. To be honest, yeah, the Jets would have been the only better option.
To do Hard Knocks in the offseason?
Yeah. Yo, I need the behind the scenes of the Hassan Reddick situation. How do you trade a 3rd-round pick for a guy who just never shows up? Dude has like $8 million of fines racked up, and he's just not showing up. Yeah, you trade a player and then the guy, or trade for a player and then the guy requests to trade before he shows up. Craziness.
Yo, this minor league player for the Twins got released from his contract for tipping pitches in a game to the other team. It's a tie game in this game. Apparently, Miami has it first and goal.
So, I just casually walked past the TV screen with the NFL game on, and Tua got concussed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the Dolphins are driving. He went for a scramble and just went head first into a defender and stayed down when he was down. Maybe he's not concussed, but he's probably concussed. Like lots of contact to the helmet.
Well, that's not good.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Nah, I was watching his kick return. I don't care about Tua.
Damn. Well, we have compelling football here going on in college. 28-28. 2 minutes left to go in the third. I think I would be a big fan of the no names on the jerseys if it wasn't more associated with like Notre Dame and the Army.
Yeah.
It's a cool look. Like these jerseys look really nice without the names.
Ooh. Did we just run an option? What's going on in this game?
Oh, I love option sports or like football.
What is going on? Damn, so Tua got hurt in a game where they were down 21?
Yep.
Who do they play next? At Seattle? I don't know. Well, if he has to miss time, he could miss like 5 weeks, and he'd only miss 3 games. They have an early bye.
Okay.
So at Seattle, home against Tennessee, which you would think they could win, and at New England, which like I don't
The
know.
backup is Mike White, also known as Mike fucking White.
Oh, dude, Mike White's got this. He'll beat Tennessee.
Mike White over Will Levis forever.
Easy. Will Levis, I can never forgive you. That might like actually be one of the worst performances ever, considering how the game was going.
Yep. Oh, are we hating Tennessee?
I don't hate them. I just have no faith in them at all to ever win. I don't hate them. I like what they did, trying to like sign a whole new coaching staff. But at no point did I think Will Levis would be good.
Fucked up thing is I actually like the coaching staff and a lot of the team. The trouble is that they did it all for Will Levis.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because they got the secondary coach from Baltimore, who like before that was in Philadelphia and just generally has been around like really good defenses his whole career.
Damn.
Eddie says 3 weeks. Does that catch the bye or not? Or
If he's out 3 weeks, then yeah, that goes through the bye. Well, the bye would be the 4th week.
Well, Seahawks, Titans, Patriots. You definitely are getting one. If you get two, I think you'd be happy. Oh, bro, you're gonna love this play.
Oh, hell yeah, brothers. Oh my God. We got hurdles in this game too. Late night college football on a Thursday. This game is fantastic. Why didn't we watch this the entire time?
We fucked up. He hurdled the guy, and then the first guy there who's perfectly in position to tackle him, he broke that tackle as well. That's a hell of a highlight.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I guess DeMar Hamlin tackled Tua when he had that concussion he just had.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. I guess he did the crazy fingers thing he did last year or the year before.
Well, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah.
The timeline is alerting me that Mike fucking White lost the quarterback 2 job in training camp to the white guy that they started against Buffalo in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
So Skylar Thompson is playing.
Bro, I can't believe that. That sucks for Tua, but I don't know. That sucks, but I didn't see the play though.
He got the bag. I mean, like, very clearly that's a big motivating factor for a person in his position. He's in a position where hopefully he can make whatever decision he has to for himself. Like, it's not a financial thing anymore, you would imagine. But who knows? Like, the thing about football guys is, like, you just can't legislate for how they look at football. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to feel about it however they feel.
The Dolphins score at least? No, they didn't. No, they turned it over. Oh well. They tried.
I think on the run, Tua got them into 1st and goal, and then they went 4 and out.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
If he's actually out for an extended period of time, their season's over.
Yep.
And more importantly, they have to think about what to do moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that sucks for him, but like that's not like something that was like unforeseen.
So definitely not unforeseen. The fact that it happened in a 21-point game is the gut-wrenching part. Like, There's just no need for this. Not to say it's a simple and easy thing for a football player to like protect themselves when they feel like they have a game that they can get into. It's just like, again, it's a shame that the team just had all of this happen in this situation, because you're always going to look back at it and say, it wasn't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Tua. Also, I learned while watching college football last weekend that they can't call it the 2-minute warning. They have to call it the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, they do some lame shit like that.
It's whack. It's horrible. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how much whack shit the NFL does, and just like it just doesn't matter to anybody. A hilarious institution, man. They just regularly piss everybody off, but everybody shows up.
We might be approaching 4-down territory. No, we're not. Hold that.
God damn.
Can they kick 55-yarders at Texas State? I doubt it.
Can they attempt the kick? Yes. Can they make the kick? I don't know. Oh, hell yeah, we're punting.
I mean, like, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
If they were like 4th and 6, I would say go for it, but you're 4th and 13.
Oh my God. Hell of a punt. Bro, to add to this game, we got flawless special teams here.
This is what I'm talking about, man. There you go.
Special teams coach fired up, I'm sure. That's like a 70-yard touchdown for a special teams coach.
Absolutely. You down it inside the 5 as the punter in a tie game in the 4th quarter? Hell yeah, brother.
Just one guy yelling woo on the sideline.
See, now you know if you give up a 97-yard touchdown drive, it's not your fault.
Hell yeah. You did your job.
Yep.
Yeah, you can look at your team and be like, they lost, Not me.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know Texas State was an FBS school. I wonder when that happened. Ooh. Oh my God. South Alabama's beating Northwestern State 87-10.
Which conference is that?
I have no idea. Northwestern State are in the Southland Conference
I've never heard of that one. I learned something new today.
with Stephen F. Austin, McNeese State, Houston Christian, Southeast Louisiana, Texas A&M Commerce apparently is a school.
Texas A&M Commerce.
Yeah.
Nice. Yo, football made up of a bunch of commerce kids sounds like a hilarious time. But yeah, for the people who are watching this who maybe don't know what's going on, we are watching Arizona State against Texas State. The NFL game is a 21-point game, and a really sad injury happened. So we are watching better television viewing. I would urge everybody to find a stream to watch this game. It's a much better time. We got everything.
We didn't change because Tua got hurt. We changed before that.
100%. 100%. That just made us feel like even more justified in our decision. But yeah, this game has everything. We got white running backs, we got fast quarterbacks, we got hurdling receivers, and we have amazing special teams. Like, what more could you ask for? It's compelling television. Apparently, one of the commentators made a joke that some people think is out of pocket. I'm looking for the joke right now because I got to make that assessment for myself.
Yo, I watched this play that Tua got hurt on.
Yeah.
Lamar Hamlin didn't even really hit him.
No, Tua went to truck him, right? I think that's what I remember.
Yeah. How many concussions has Tua had?
I think this is 4.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah. He's also had multiple ones in like short periods of time, which is like a bigger deal than obviously
Yeah.
having them spread out.
Damn, poor guy, man. That sucks.
Yeah, I just like I feel horrible because it kind of everybody like you're talking about it not being really surprising. Like I would go on to say like more or less everyone expected there'd be an issue at some point. It was a talking point when he got his contract extension, but there was a lot of like talk about him in the pocket and efforts made to like figure that out. They talked about obviously him getting the ball out of his hands quickly. He's talked about doing judo and learning how to roll backwards so that when he gets hit, he can protect his head by rolling and all these things, right? And then for it to happen on a play where you're down 21 and you go to truck a safety after getting the first down, it's just like, okay, this is a it's a horrible way to see it happen. Like it's completely something that should have been avoided.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Arizona State are like, get me as close to our own end zone as possible.
All the only thing this game needs now is a safety.
Yo, this running back is crazy though.
True. I'm getting very close to seeing the name on his jersey, but then they just don't quite have the right angle.
His name is Scadaboo.
Oh, see, I knew it was interesting.
Hell yeah.
Okay, real tweet that I'm seeing that I don't think is ironic. He got hit by Damar Hamlin, whose injury was a scripted ritual. That should let you know that the Tua concussion in quotes was scripted. But you guys believe in coincidences, LMAO. Sports and brackets entertainment is a motherfucker, ain't it?
How would Tua getting hurt be part of the script though?
Or yeah, like
How is this more entertaining than
then
him
Tua
being healthy and the game being good?
yeah. Now the conspiracy theory sports group of people is an interesting bunch.
I mean, if you're gonna start with the end claim that this is a conspiracy in mind,
Yeah.
you can almost always retroactively work backwards and fit things into your conspiracy.
Yep.
But like Tua getting a concussion on Thursday Night Football in Week 2 and essentially killing the Dolphins' season is not really good for anybody.
Nope. Let me see the Dolphins primetime games because they have a bunch,
Yeah,
and they all suck now. Oh, the game you were talking about against Will Levis? That is Monday Night Football, baby.
my God.
Okay, Monday Night Football. See, they can't flex Monday Night Football. That's the problem. They play in LA against the Rams in week 10. And then
Thursday night at Green Bay,
oh,
Thanksgiving.
yes. Oh, you're right. That is Thanksgiving. Oh no.
And then, yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, man, we got 3 more nights of Dolphins on TV. Oh, they got a Sunday Night Football game against the Browns Week 17. That'll get flexed, thank God. Even if Tua comes back, I hope the Browns are so bad by then that they're unwatchable.
It might be Dorian Thompson Robertson's team, whatever his name is. I definitely think I got two of the three names wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, nice.
Think so.
Booth initiated review for targeting.
Oh,
Also, like, is targeting another thing that is just a different word for what they do in the NFL, or is targeting its own concept?
no, I don't even know. But I
I've
think
never fully understood what targeting is. Eddie, if you're still in the chat, maybe you can help us figure this out. But that quarterback definitely was slow to get up, and this delay, oddly enough, I think is going to help him clear whatever concussion protocol they have to get him back in the game. The concussion evaluation is just gonna be like, can you sign this liability waiver thing? If you can get your pen on the paper and sign it, you're straight.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's so crazy how like your season can completely be upside down in like one play.
That's a big part of the reason why when it comes to football, I don't think I even have the capability of getting excited before December, because you just never know, and a part of this sport is the war of attrition that is getting through the regular season,
Oh,
which
100%.
I kind of like about it, because I can walk into September and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna enjoy the game, and whatever happens between now and December, fuck it, we'll see. We'll let it be as it is. But I'm just gonna enjoy football, and then we'll really get into the expectations part of things in December. There's no point in getting gassed and then your two most important players get hurt.
Thank God the Dolphins came back and won that Week 1 game.
Actually, though,
Oh my God, you imagine being 0-2 with the backup quarterback now?
imagine if Tua misses the whole year and then they get a good draft pick and they're like, hey, we can actually just draft another quarterback.
Hey man, that's also like gotta be part of the thinking, right?
Yeah.
Like thinking how to get ourselves because they have Tyreek, they have Waddle. You're not exactly like in a rebuild if you're the Dolphins, are you?
And the thing is if you have a contract like Tua's on the books, the only thing you could do is draft a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it could just be a case of like having one really painful year, and whenever a guy has a 4 week injury, like he's out for 8 weeks type of thing. But like it might just 1 year you get the right quarterback, you could be good. Now that being said, in this draft, I think finding the right quarterback would be tough. But like truthfully, I think it would be the kind of offense that makes sense for Shador. I don't know where he gets picked, but we'll see.
I mean, let's just say, like, for argument's sake, right?
Yeah.
They hold Tua out for like 8 weeks. They go, I don't know, 2-5 in that time.
Yep.
So they're 3-6 when he comes back.
Yeah.
If he's even like eligible to come back, like at that point, if you're talking about maybe winning 5 or 6 games, you have a top 10 pick, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like let's say they finish with the 8th overall pick, which I think is very reasonable. They could probably with ease take like the second or third best quarterback in a draft class like this, maybe the fourth, depending on how things go. But
So the top 2 quarterbacks are who? Ewers and Shador?
I think so, but it's really unclear. Like a bunch of people feel different ways, and I don't know enough to have my own opinion really. But like I know the Georgia quarterback's name gets thrown around, but he's just on Georgia. Like that's not really his play. It's tough to evaluate.
This guy, Chris Trapasso,
I don't even know who that
didn't have
is.
Ewers or Shador in round 1. What?
So a lot of people hate this quarterback class, right? But it's just not going to be like that. Like guys are going in the top 10.
Cam Ward from Miami, Miller Moss from USC. Who the hell is this?
Oh, Cam Ward in Miami is playing really well. I don't know how much 1 year could do for him, but he effectively came out of nowhere, transferred to Miami, and he looks really good so far.
So they have Cam Ward, Miller Moss, Carson Beck.
It's a mess right now, dude. Like it'll clear up over the course of the college year.
Jackson Dart from Ole Miss.
Yeah, see, I don't even know who that guy is.
And then Garrett Nussmeyer from
LSU, right?
They have
Yeah.
5 quarterbacks going in the top 16 in this
So
mock draft.
you found one mock draft with no quarterbacks in the first round? And
No,
one...
they're 5 in the first round, and they're not Ewers or Shador.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, there's one that was done 13 hours ago by Josh Edwards. So let's see what he says. He has Carson Beck as the first quarterback taken by the Giants. He has Shador going 6th overall.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter going 7th to Denver. The T-Mac receiver dude you were talking about going 10th to the Saints.
Yeah, he's going to go pretty high in the draft.
He has Quinn Ewers going 16th to the Browns right now.
Damn, the Browns. I was looking at the Deshaun Watson contract because they restructured it. Like he's uncuttable for next year as well. They could cut him for 90 mil in the last year of the deal.
Damn.
And I think right now the record dead cap hit is Russell Wilson, who I think is like 45. So even if the cap goes up, 90 is like in 2 years, maybe that's doable, but probably not.
Yeah, he has Carson Beck, Shador, and Ewers going first round in this mock draft. Those are kind of like the names that I think you would see off the board first. But
Yep.
I mean, I guess if Miami's like a top 10, somewhere around there between like 8 and 10 kind of pick,
Yeah.
they could maybe trade up and get Shador if they wanted, or Ewers, whoever they want.
And then it's also going to be interesting to see who the teams are at the top of the draft
Yeah,
because
of course. 'Cause
Carolina should be there, but do they go quarterback?
I would think so.
So then the Giants are going to be there. They're definitely going quarterback.
You have Giants, Raiders, and Carolina,
Yeah, that's the quarterback.
right? Everybody else, I don't really think so.
And people's favorites for getting a high pick but not needing a quarterback was New England, and like there's no guarantee that they're in that mix anymore.
That's right, because they drafted Drake May, so they're probably not going to draft a quarterback next year because he's not going to play.
Oh, they're not going to draft a quarterback for sure. I'm saying is like they're not picking in the top 3 anymore. I don't think, right? Like that's done. So
I mean,
quarterbacks,
probably, even if they are, they're not
yeah,
picking a quarterback. The Commanders, they have pretty high up, but they just drafted a lineman.
yeah.
The Titans, they have drafting an edge rusher. I don't know if they're actually going to do that.
If they're drafting high, they're not rolling with Levis. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be an interesting drafting because there's a lot of quarterback needy teams at the top.
They have Denver and Arizona in the top 10 as well. I don't think they'll be needing quarterbacks. They have Minnesota. They already have a quarterback who just hurt. New Orleans. Drafting top 10. I mean, I think they're going to be drafting closer to 20, but fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. They got Rattler, who might be the kind of guy that like a team could lie to themselves about.
The Saints?
Yeah.
Nah, man. I think Derek Carr he's there for this season and 2 more.
Oh, he's there definitely to play, but I'm saying like I don't think it'll be a situation where they draft a young player to even sit behind him.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, because they've taken quarterbacks in back-to-back drafts now. They took a 3rd rounder and then Rattler in the 5th. So I don't know. I think they'll probably just like developmentally they'll like one of them and they have Carr and that'll just be their quarterback situation for the next 2-3 years.
They have the Colts, who I don't think so.
I think Anthony Richardson would have to have another season-ending injury. Like it would have to be an injury issue because the ability part is probably fine.
Seattle and Pittsburgh could be a quarterback spot. Absolutely.
Oh no, we got a fumble.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
So, off the top of our heads, right? Carolina, because they're probably going to stink. The Raiders, Giants, Steelers.
Oh, to add another layer to this, there's like no quarterbacks in free agency. So this is purely like a draft off season. I think I was looking this up a few days ago. I think the best free agent quarterback is Jacoby Brissett. So
Yeah, so we have Titans, Steelers, Raiders,
Titans, Steelers.
Panthers, and Giants, right? That would need quarterbacks,
Yeah.
we think. Outside of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, if there's no free agency and they're locked into this contract, if they can't get their hands on a drafted QB by like bottoming out this season, they might just try and run to it next year too.
Yeah. Trying to think of any teams we might be missing. So like Arizona is locked in. Oh, Seattle's gonna be in a position where I think they need to figure it out because Geno Smith is gonna be one, I don't think a big enough impediment to getting another quarterback, and two is on a very like easy contract to get out of. And they have a brand new coaching staff that like this isn't their guy. So I think Gino, the Seahawks, it really depends how their season goes, but they're candidates to want a quarterback.
Do you think they're going to suck bad enough to really address that? I don't.
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna suck. That's their problem. So I don't know. Like they're probably also going to be too far out to meaningfully trade up. But then again, like we saw the list of quarterbacks, there's a lot of them. So who knows if it's a kind of a situation where somebody falls maybe around 15, 16. But that's probably what it would take for them to be for them to trade up. They'd have to there would have to be a quarterback that falls into that territory.
I think they're going to win like 9, 10 games just looking at the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have at New England. First is Miami, who's about to not have a quarterback.
Yeah.
At Detroit, so probably a loss, although they did win their last year, so who knows. At home against the Giants, who are the worst team we've ever seen in our lives.
Yeah.
Home against the Niners, at the Falcons, home against the Bills and the Rams.
Yeah.
At the Niners off the bye week in week 11, home against the Cardinals, at the Jets and Cardinals, home against Green Bay and Minnesota, then
Yeah.
at Chicago and the Rams in the last week of the season. I don't think they're going to be like a top 10 type team.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
So the Rams racked up a bunch of injuries, right? They're going to be playing with like backup offensive tackles for a couple weeks now, I think. So that's pretty bad for them. If they run off a bunch of losses, obviously the defense is adjusting without Aaron Donald. I could see them again if their pick isn't in a good enough spot, them going quarterback.
Oh, sure. Because what kind of contract is Matt Stafford even on?
And let's see.
They adjusted his contract in 2024, but I don't actually know what they agreed on. Oh, it's a 1 year, $40 million deal.
So they can get out of it. Well, to be honest, it's 50 mil dead next offseason. So that's not like the kind of contract you would want to cut, but I could see them drafting a quarterback and letting because they're also not going to be at like picking top five by any means. I don't think so. They'd be drafting a quarterback in the range where you could sit them just like Drake May or like Penix or whatever. So I could see them drafting a quarterback and sitting them behind Stafford for a year. Right now, I think the backup is Garoppolo. And then they have Stetson Bennett, who's generationally bad. So they definitely don't have any young developmental quarterbacks on the way. I'm trying to think who else is there.
I mean, it's just the 5 teams we named, and then the Dolphins, really, depending on what happens.
Yeah,
Like, we know Carolina and the Giants are going to stink. We think the Raiders are going to stink, too.
yeah,
Steelers will need a quarterback, but, I just win 9 games again, so who knows what they're going to do at that point.
yeah.
And then I'm forgetting a team.
Were you thinking about Cleveland? Like
Oh,
they're possible, right?
yeah. I mean, you would think they're not just going to run Deshaun out there for another 3 years, right?
I mean, for them, it's a similar situation as LA, where you got a contract you probably have to hold on to, but a player that's not good enough to where it stops you from drafting a guy. Like everybody can be on the same page about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So they're going to do a roast of Shannon Sharp today with Snoop Dogg and Cam Newton. That's wild.
Jesus.
So the NFL game has just been running since we've been watching this, and there's 5 minutes left, and nobody scored. Like the game is just at a standstill from a scoring standpoint. But you can understand how Miami's not doing anything. You can understand Buffalo taking their foot off the gas. Thank God there was college football to pivot to.
Tyler Thompson, 5 for 8, 43 yards. Let's go, baby.
Efficient hoops.
We'll see Mike McDonald's made of. H-Chain got all kinds of touches in this game today. He got like 29 touches.
I guess he just got a bunch of checkdowns after Tua got hurt, maybe? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just seeing it myself. 29 touches for 165 yards.
Yep.
And 10 points.
Arizona State only scored a field goal after that.
Yep.
In the student section in their yeehaw hats, fucking nerds. Dude has a Freddy Krueger mask.
Nothing like Thursday night college football.
Yep.
So I knew that Texas State was some kind of a cat, but I wasn't particularly in it enough to know what they were. I'm just realizing now that they're the Bobcats, and I do appreciate that they're trying to restore some respectability to that name, because Charlotte really put that name through the mud.
Hey man, respect the Gerald Wallace Bobcats.
But I mean, they didn't respect them enough to keep the name. So I'm
True.
glad that Texas State is here to restore it.
True.
Well, the Dolphins suck ass. Yeah, they're about to suck even more too. It's about to get ugly.
Yeah, they were kind of getting their shit rocked with Tua.
Yep. Oh wow. Oh my God. What a play. Like what a almost disaster.
That guy caught it against his helmet, though.
Most unnecessary helmet catch I've ever seen.
Yep. Helmet catch for a 6-yard loss, baby. There we go.
Wait, Jared, there's no way Josh Allen is only 4-1 against the Dolphins. It's got to be like 8-1 at this point. Like, I think there's more games.
Has Josh Allen missed the regular season game?
I don't feel like I've seen Mitch Trubisky, so maybe not.
He's 10-2 against the Dolphins in his career.
Oh shit!
What a stupid decision.
God damn, Bobcats. Fuck. Yeah, we had a screen pass here for Arizona State trying to put this game away.
They love screen passes.
Yeah, this is why we Saturday on a Thursday. So is the student section like that's free for students?
I think so at most teams, right? You just have to get on like a list or whatever it is. It's
Yeah,
like
you have to like. There's probably a system to
I
award the
believe
tickets.
so. I know some schools make students pay like a discounted rate, which is whack, but
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm looking at this right now and I think Burrow against
How do you guys think the Bears' offense and defense will do against the Texans? I think the defense will do okay. Like the defense will do fine. I think the offense might struggle again. I don't think Houston got rolling last week. I don't know if they magically end up in like December form, then I could see them doing well. But if they're still not quite in rhythm, I could see the Bears defense giving them some problems. But yeah, again, it's week 2. The Bears offense looked horrible. They'll probably look better at some point, but I could see their issues um, still being here in week 2. So Arizona State had an opportunity to end the game. I think they went 3-0. So Texas State gets the ball back after the pick. Could have been a back-breaking pick, but everything is okay for now.
yeah, man, Joe Burrow's 1-4 against Lamar Jackson, but
Damn.
yeah, I was looking this up on StatMuse. That's what I thought it was, but yeah. No one talks about it a lot. No one mentions that.
They're too big. They're just fans of Burrow.
He's he's better than Lamar. Lamar's not better than Mahomes because he can't beat him. I'm like, all right, cool. Those 2 points can't hold up together. Oh my god. Wait, did Arizona State just go 3-0 or something?
Yep, just went 3-0 after the pick.
I was doing research. I missed the whole thing.
Yep.
Holy shit. Crazy. Oh,
Okay.
Buffs turned it over on downs again. Nice. To Robbie Chosen. That's what you get for changing your name from Anderson to Chosen, you conceited fuck. Who does that?
Okay. Texas State playing with some tempo here.
Man, it's 3 minutes. They gotta, like, we don't know if they can kick, so they gotta get as close as they can.
Yep. They run a toss to the left. The toss makes the running back have to turn his body to catch the ball, and the defense swarms. It's 4th down. Damn. Team's trading 3-and-outs. Oh shit. Number 44. I think that looks like he just needs some time. Although I don't know if his team is out of timeouts. But it seemed like he just went from celebrating to hurt like very quickly.
Yeah, he didn't look injured, but he was holding his knee like he tore his ACL. Like, there's nothing that happened to you there.
Yeah.
Although,
Might be a hamstring thing.
no, like, I'm sure he's probably cramping a little bit, but what does cramping there accomplish? Like, if he did it on purpose?
Yeah, you have 3 timeouts, and also like you don't need time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. All right, 4th and 5. Arizona State showing blitz.
We're not down.
They bring 4. God damn. Incompletion. A turnover on downs. Texas State has 2 timeouts and then the 2-minute timeout, which is indeed not the 2-minute warning.
That's right. They have one of those now.
Yep. And Arizona State's already in field goal range, so the best they can hope for is a 3 and out and the ball back with down 6. So we'll see. All right, take care, Jared. I can't wait till Colorado State versus Colorado. Yeah, that seems to be the one that people are excited about. Last year, it was a pretty hectic game because the Colorado State coach was talking shit beforehand, and then Colorado State knocked Travis Hunter out of the game. So we'll see if it lives up to it this year.
My friend's younger sister goes to Colorado State.
Ah, I'm sure. I'm sure she knows a lot of people excited about the game then.
I'm sure she'll be there in the crowd somewhere.
I think TJ is doing a watch along for that game. So if anybody here wants to watch college football on Saturday and wants to watch it with some people, you guys can check out TJ Warren TV. I think he said in the group chat that he went to Colorado State, so he has a pretty clear rooting interest there. And I think, to be honest, whenever Colorado plays football, I think it's either going to be a good game or they're going to get blown out. So this is not a game I think they get blown out in, so it should be good and competitive. I think the NFL game is about to end now.
Yeah, it's like under 2 minutes.
Yeah, the Bills are taking knees. Mitch Trubisky is taking knees. I wonder if there's ever been a backup quarterback that's like, no, dude, I don't want negative rushing yards. Let the starter go in and take the knees. That's probably something that would lose your job as a backup. In fact, you just got to roll with whatever they tell you to do. The Pro Football Doc says, given the past history, the bad news for Tua is that it easily could be a multi-week injury. The good news is hopefully career not over. When the good news is hopefully that there's good news, I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great to me.
Hope isn't good news. That's I hope for good news. We're at the step before good news. And it's hopefully career not over. Not even
Apparently, Josh Allen is 7-0 on Thursday nights.
Damn. Yeah, I swear, bettors always have the best stats. I don't know where you're seeing these stats, but
somebody tweeted it.
The bettors always make sure they know.
Yo, they go from Thursday night football to Monday night football the next week. Are you kidding me?
Damn, they got a real bye week.
And then Sunday night football against the Ravens the week after.
Oh, that'll be a great matchup.
Yeah. They have all kinds of primetime games, actually. They got Monday Night Football against the Jets.
The Bills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Allen could be must-see TV for so many different reasons.
And they got a Sunday Night Football game against the Niners December 1st. So you'll be in Philly this weekend, right?
Yep.
Shit. Let me look at next weekend. Patriots Jets, that's a no.
Hell no. I think Sunday night is Falcons Chiefs, but then Monday night there's a decent matchup.
Monday night's the doubleheader.
Yeah.
I would say you want to go live for that, but my rec league for my soccer league is starting up again.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, but our games are either like 5:15, 6:15, 7:15, or 8:15, so I wouldn't be able to hang around much on the Monday.
Right.
Um,
Wait, hold on. What is the doubleheader again? Is it Miami, Tennessee?
it's not even really a doubleheader. It's more a simulcast. It's Jaguars, Bills, and Commanders, Bengals.
Oh yeah, Jaguars Bills was the one I had my eyes on.
Yeah. If you're Arizona State, do you throw this bitch?
3rd and 8.
I think I throw it, bro. I really do.
Because I think you don't particularly care about that one timeout bad enough. You probably believe in your defense. Like it's 8 yards in a college football game. The DB could mess up. Also, your receiver could mess up. But yeah, I don't know. Cause yeah, I don't know.
I think I throw it.
I think you can scheme up a pass that has like a safe option if whatever you're looking for isn't there. Like you can also set up to throw and not necessarily
Like actually throw it.
yeah, like you can have a safeguard against the fact that you're playing to get messed up.
They said, hell nah.
Oh damn. Ah damn. They said fuck that noise. 10-yard rush.
Game's over.
Scatterbo game on the line. He put the team on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Stinky night. Yep. Stinky night. Thursday night football was terrible. Was terrible today. But shout out to everybody still tapped in. 16 of you guys still watching. I think half you guys from the raid are still here. So that's pretty awesome. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. Those are two very important forms of engagement for a YouTube channel. So if you want to help support us with what we do, that's your way to do so. We will be back next week, either for Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll figure that part out. Week 3, when Steve does the watch-alongs on Sarcasm City, I might be there during the Sunday games. So keep your eyes peeled, people. If you subscribe to the channel,
we could do Chiefs Falcons and just hate the Falcons.
that's true. Actually, that's true.
Because the Falcons are going to be 0-2 in that game because they're playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a Falcons hate watch. I'm down.
Falcons going 0-3. That sounds delightful.
Yeah, actually, let's do it. It's kind of all on energy.
All right, let's do it. Sunday Night Football.
Oh, they're so petty.
What, kneel downs? Oh, the timeout. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They're so petty. So really, all that has to happen is they have to snap it on 4th down
and just run backwards
at the end zone. But they're so petty for doing that. I love it. That's crazy.
This is why we Saturday.
That's so funny, man.
That's my thing. Like I've been watching college football with one of my boys that like is really into college football, and that's just like my thing. Whenever I see something outrageous that really only happens in college football, I'm like, this is why we Saturday.
Yep. Still in a victory formation. Oh, he's trying to waste time.
Yep. Well, there's only 2 seconds left for 4th down, so mission accomplished. But yeah, we're going to watch this 4th down play, people, and then check out. Stream just hit over 3 hours.
Damn, look at this. I remember the last time ASU was 3-0.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up.
When's the last time did they have Brock Osweiler? I think Brock Osweiler was for Arizona State.
Yes. Oh, they were 10-3 in 2014. Okay.
That's post Brock Osweiler.
Oh man. Yeah, they were 3-9 the last few years, 8-5 in 21, 8-5 in 19, 10-3 and 10-4 and 13 and 14, 10-3 and 07, 11-1 in 96. Okay.
Damn, they were a juggernaut that year. And ASU is officially 3-0.
Yeah. Yo, they were 12-0 in 75 in the WAC. Hell
God
yeah.
damn. Yeah, it says first 3-0 start since 2019.
I remember winning Fiesta Bowls back in the day.
They were a proud institution.
Yeah, man. The 70s, 60s, and 70s, Frank Kush was doing it, man.
Damn, what a name.
But yeah, I was gonna say they haven't been good in the last 10 years. Now that anything I can think of. Damn, Herm Edwards was there for 5 years.
Herm Edwards, man, that's a hell of a name.
Crazy! I didn't even know that.
That's a callback.
Todd Graham, Dennis Erickson, Dirk Cutter. Why does that name sound familiar?
Dirk Cutter was an offensive coordinator, I think, for the Falcons.
Okay.
When they had. Okay, fun fact: he's a offensive coordinator for Boise State right now. But yeah, Falcons OC. I think when they had Dan Quinn. No, maybe after that they had a defensive head coach and he was the OC. But yeah, people, both games are over. We're gonna tap out for the night. It was a blast watching college football. It was less of a good time watching NFL football. Like we said earlier, we're gonna be back for Sunday Night Football in Week 3. I'm not gonna be here for the rest of Week 2. I will be watching football in Philadelphia. So make sure you guys tap in Sunday. If there's a stream before that, you guys would only be able to know if you guys subscribe. So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, we're out. See you guys in Week 3.